So some other trade information for you. So firstly, right, if you're looking to close an existing position, right, you want to sell off, or you want to, if you're long in a position and you want to close the long position, or let's say if you're short in position, you want to close the short position. Best way to do it is to click close in the order book area, which I will cover later. Okay. Next, selling in the trade ticket, right, actually opens a short position. It does not close the thing. So just do note on that. Okay. Number two, right, when you actually do any placement of orders, right, the orders are always bought and sold the same quantities. So let's say if you want to take partial profit, do try to enter in your 20, 20, 10, for example, right? Or if not, right, if you actually do a short position itself, what you actually will need to do is you need to close the order for the entire bulk of it. All this we'll cover again shortly later. So you do hold your questions, but later on we can cover this again. All right. Next, just want to point out for your attention, not all shares are eligible for short selling. So I'm quite sure all of you know that the market has not been doing very well. So let's say if you have a feel that you want to short the shares, or you are thinking to yourself, this share is a meme share, 100% will drop, that kind of thing, you want to try a short sell. Not all the shares you can actually execute short selling. So do take note. Yeah. So for instance, if you are familiar with the Singapore market, you will see that actually you're not able to do a short sell for a counter such as Tuan Sing. You can see that they will show a prompt. So just do take note of that. Next, within the same top right option, I'm just going to quickly run through this part because it's charts, right? Charts, I'm sure you guys know what it looks like. When you go into this button, you open the charts new window, and when you click full screen, this is what you'll see. Okay, they will take over your whole screen. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly run you through what are some of the buttons here. If you do have any questions later, we can get in touch with it. But this is buying and selling from the chart. When you click it, you can buy and sell from the chart. Adjusting the chart period, adding the asset to do a comparison, right? This to search for and change the asset that's actually shown within the chart itself, okay? And then this one will be to link and unlink modules to the platform, which affects, let's say, if you click something, what will show and display on the chart itself, okay? Changing of chart type, adding of indicators, adding annotations, hiding annotations, cursors, so on and so forth. All of these other things, right? Just there for you to utilize. If you are not sure how to use it again, please leave your questions to the end. You can ask me. I can always go through if I have the time. If not, do search up, or if you really need assistance, please feel free to write it and let us know. All right. When you do add or remove charts, though, you can actually add or remove up to 4 charts in one frame. So one screen, you can see up to 4 charts. If you really do want to do comparisons within, like, let's say you want to see a comparison between, let's say, NVIDIA and AMD, for example, semiconductors, you want to see a comparison of how the charts are moving over the past 2 days, you can actually set up more than one chart in one frame. All right. Now, lastly, I'm just going to quickly show you this position and orders segment. So this is a segment that you want to keep an eye on because, of course, when you do execute any purchase of CFDs, you will see that it actually shows up in your positions, right? So this is actually rather important for you to take note. So under the positions tab itself, right, you will see all your outstanding positions. You will see that none of these orders actually have take profit or stop loss orders actually recorded in them. So if you actually want to add any take profit or stop loss, you can actually click respectively at any of the segments under add itself for the share, and they will allow you to set a take profit or stop loss point for all the shares. Okay. Next, of course, when you click close, you open the trade ticket to close the position. Do take note, this is the ideal method to close any position that you have. Okay. Next is when you want to see information about the position that you currently have. Like, for instance, you want to see what the cost that you have paid, you want to see, like, what is the exchange rates you have quoted. For example, if you're trading a Singapore market share with USD, for example, right, you can see your exchange rates that you have taken up here as well, okay, or under the I. All right. Then next, of course, you can adjust the column view of the positions, okay. Next, right, I'm going to go to the next part of this bottom tab, orders. So orders, right, are any order that you set up that is still queuing in the market itself, right? So for instance, when I queue to buy Apple, another 20 shares, for example, it will show up in orders. So this is the place where you will see if you do place any orders, do check back and make sure that it's within this order segment. If it's not, yeah, you will probably want to do it again, or yeah. So the number in brackets, right, and the segment of the orders there actually shows you the number of current orders in the queue. So it's a quick way for you to see how many orders you have outstanding at the moment, all right? And then, of course, if you want to adjust or cancel the current order, you want to make it market order, or you want to modify the order to add more shares, or adjust the price itself, or so on, that's where you do it, okay? Lastly is this order and trade plotter. Order and trade plotter, right, is actually just a place for you to collate what you have done, all the actions of buy and sell that you have taken within the past period of time. So there's a filter there that you can actually select. It's you can search for information about the order itself, and of course this is the filter I was talking about. You will see that you can change with the date range. You can select what kind of orders you want to see, what types of counters, duration, and so on and so forth. So this order and trade plotter is for you to pay attention to, the historical records of what you have done and what you actually look to execute.